Jesse James booth at Phoenix Comic Con, day 3. We are day 3. This is the Unity Project signing. This was created by Jesse James Comics and Bianca Thompson. I was fortunate enough to be put on the cover, along with Bianca Thompson, who did a cover. So we have 2 covers. Half the money for this project goes to Hero Initiative, and all of the women here were a part of it. We have Danae Frazier, we have Jean Arrow, Bianca Thompson, Jen Correa, Heather Martin. Who else was all in this? Jean Arrow, I thought I said your name. Oh, here we go. Page 1, Danae Frazier. And she actually brought her print. Oh yeah, that's me. Ashley Popplewell, Val Hodgeberg, she's not here. She's here. Judy Wood. I am Marsh. That always confuses me on Facebook. Anyway, so basically a compilation of artists from around the valley. Now, I was actually fortunate enough to be able to do the writing for this project. So I'm thrilled to have that in the book as well.
I saw a fat dude who walked past me today and he totally farted and it sounded like Optimus Prime turning back into a truck. It was so cool. It was like, and I was like, oh, God. My first convention was in New York City. And I swear to God this is true. You must believe this or else we have no trust in this room whatsoever. So believe every word of this. I'm sitting there. I'm selling Cyberfrog comic books. Okay, I'm 19, 20 years old. And this old woman comes up to me with a purse, a big bag. And she's like, how much are these? And I'm like, those are $5. And she goes, opens her purse, sits it down, reaches in, pulls out a prune. And she looks at it like she's outraged. And she's like, another prune. She's like, what the? She reaches, she looks at her bag, and then she dumps out the entire purse is full of prunes all over my table. And she goes, oh my God, it's prunes! And she runs away. And from then on, I went, you know what? I'm in the right business, and now I will never, ever again think anything else is odd.
Some really cool stuff that happened, actually. I went to San Diego Con last year, and I wanted to go, but you can't get a pass to San Diego unless you're a year in advance. So I started looking up on Craigslist, and I get a job. And Archie Comics hired me. And then Marvel Comics said, hey, can you ditch that job with Archie and work with us? And I felt bad, but I'm like, yes. So I went and worked with Marvel, and I was like, okay, where am I going to stay? So I start looking on Craigslist, and I find, the best deal that I could find. I get there. This woman had actually, her house was a storefront. And the little office she had turned into like her bedroom, and she was renting out every bit of space she could. The bedroom in the back, the couch in the front. Some of her other people had bailed out. I ended up getting groped by the Indian guy she rented out the back room to.
What do you mean groped?
I mean, like, he walked by me in this, like, 2-foot narrow hallway and grabbed my boob, and he's like, oops, sorry. Yeah, come on. And then he stole my toothbrush.
That wasn't so bad.
He stole my toothbrush, and he kept, like, offering me stuff. He's like, here's my robe if you want to take a shower, like, all night long. If you want to take a shower, I'm thinking, I'm going to wait till you leave in the morning to take a shower. But the whole trip was just crazy. I'm working for Marvel, and we were supposed to be getting people to the booth, which the Avengers booth is pretty huge. People want to go there anyway. We're offering them free cell phone cases. Do you think we're going to have a problem getting people there? The fire marshal actually busted in and was like, you have to stop having people at your booth. So we packed this place so much that they had to actually stop us. So we're like, all right, let's go take a break. We were hurting, we were tired, and you can't see anything because you're just crammed within people. Move it along, move it along, move it along, but I want to stop this. Move it along, but I want to see it. Move it along. So we're like, screw this. We go upstairs, find like a quiet place, and take off our shoes, sit down. Next thing you know, we're out cold. We wake up and those people were taking pictures of you. I've yet to see those pictures. But yeah, so me and the girl I was working with are sleeping upstairs at San Diego Comic-Con, middle of the day, and people are taking pictures of us.
Okay, this is very, very serious because I have devoted my life. Some of you who are my age or maybe a little older will remember a PBS character called Slim Goodbody. Slim Goodbody, do you remember him? He was a tall, skinny man with an afro who would appear in between Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers, and he would wear a skin-tight suit that revealed all of his innards, okay? So you can see all, and he would tell you about eating celery and stuff. And he was Slim Goodbody. He was a total dickhead. And I hated him back then because he was like, yay! He was like the guy, he was like Bob, he looked like Bob Ross, the painter with the happy little trees, except in a unitard where you could see his anus, okay? So I resented him as a kid. He's still around. I think he's franchised out, kind of like Batman has, where Batman's all over the place now. It's Batman Incorporated. Well, like, I think there's Slim Goodbody Incorporated. Because there are different Slim Goodbodies that go to schools now and show their anuses to children. So I decided that I wasn't going to take any more of this shit, and I bought a costume not unlike that, except you could see my it's green, rotted organs and entrails on the inside, and I call myself Chunk Bad Body, and I go to these schools, and I beat Slim Goodbody's ass every time he shows up in an elementary school. It's cost a little bit of money finding out where he's going to appear, different places all over the United States. But he shows up, hi, kids, and I come running in and just lay him out right in front of him. And I'm like, kids, candies and pies, enjoy. Candies and pies, and then I move on.
People would go to the Twilight, the Twilight panel wouldn't be until 7 o'clock at night. They would go there at 6 a.m. and sit through every single panel all day long to make sure that they had a seat.
Are you talking about San Diego?
Uh-huh.
They camped out the night, they didn't have that, we were staying at the Hilton. That was right there on Wednesday, and they were, from our room, we could see the line. They were camped out from the day before.
For
This was
what?
the-
For the
the
Twilight
Twilight
panel.
thing.
Oh, really?
Over
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, so the first con I ever went to, I started in comics on January 25th, 1982. My first convention, San Diego convention, was 1982. And so I really didn't know anything. I was only about 7 months into, or 6 months into comics. So I only knew Frank Miller, John Byrne, and George Perez. That's all I knew. And so I come running in, and I see George Perez. I go get his picture real fast. I run over. I see Frank Miller, get his picture real fast. This is within literally 3 to 4 minutes. And so I see John Byrne all the way across the way. And keep in mind, this is 1982, so I'm 12 years old, no etiquette. And so he's talking to someone, and I just run right over, and I say, oh, Miss Byrne, can I get your your picture? Can I get your picture? So he looks at the guy that he's talking to, and the guy says, nods, and moves away. And so just as they get ready to take the picture, I notice the guy's too close, so I go, sir, can you please move? I'm going to be taking a picture of John Byrne here. Well, it's Stan Lee, I'm telling to. And so at home, on my man.
That.
Yeah, oh, I know,
John
especially now.
That, yeah.
So at home, everybody comes over and they're like, really, oh my gosh, that's John Byrne. I'm like, forget about John Byrne. You see that thumb? That's Stan Lee's thumb right there.
Simply your shoes. I said I was down and out with the blues. I felt no man. Till I were alive, I felt the whole world was so tired. That's when someone came up to me and said, "Young man, take a walk up the street. It's a place there. Call the YMCA. They can't stop you on your way. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything but the bitter joy. Looking for one YMCA. It's fun to stay at the
Professional or Cuban mask are with me in a minute. After these, everybody knows you have to have a superhero name.
So we will try to serve as many people as we can, but to the side of the stage here, we have cake, and you're all welcome to have some.